Now, one of the best jobs in world football could be up for grabs in the summer. No, not my job, which it is pretty good, but the job at Real Madrid. As you can see, our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solokol, is here. Right. Is this anything in this? Could Jose Mourinho be going back to Real Madrid?
Never say never. I think it is on the cards. According to Sky Germany's reporting last night, he's now the favourite to return to Real Madrid this summer. Now, it would be an extraordinary story because he would be returning to somewhere which he loved. The fans loved him as well. But you have to say, you would have assumed that Real Madrid would have moved on from the Jose Mourinho era. But having said that, he is still very, very close to the Real Madrid president, Florentino Perez. He's somebody that he's remained very close to over the years. And intriguingly, he has a break clause in his contract at Benfica, which means that if an agreement can be made with Benfica, which suits all parties, and the break clause is triggered, then he could leave Benfica. So I definitely think it's on the cards. It would be a sensational story for the special one to go back to a very, very special club.
Yeah, he was special a long time ago. Surely his days are done at a top club.
Whoa.
When was the last time he won anything?
He won at Roma. He's doing a very good job.
What did he win at Roma?
He won the Conference League. But that was the competition they were in. They weren't expected to win the title when he was there. I think, look, we're going to have to agree to disagree. I still think he's a fantastic manager with an incredible track record, incredible charisma. I do accept your point that he may not be at the peak of his absolute powers. He's not the Jose Mourinho we saw first time round at Chelsea, at Inter Milan as well, at Real Madrid. But he's still a very, very good manager. Look at his record at Benfica at the moment. They are second in the table. OK, they're not going to win the title, but they are invincible, unbeaten. They beat Real Madrid at home once.
You don't get any trophies for not losing but not winning anything, do you?
Again, you know, we have to agree to disagree. I know you're not the biggest Jose Mourinho fan, and I take your point that he's not at the peak of his powers, and perhaps, you know, Real Madrid should be looking elsewhere. But Real Madrid need
someone at the peak of their powers. They're Real Madrid.
What I think Real Madrid need is somebody with authority, somebody with charisma, and somebody with an incredible track record.
Right,
and I think they get that.
Here.
They get that with Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, but they get more of it, say, with someone like Jurgen Klopp. Could he come back for that job?
Well, he was asked about links with the Real Madrid job last month. He said reports of links with him and Real Madrid, that his agent had talks with the Real Madrid, were nonsense. I think he's happy in his job at the moment, working for Red Bull. He said in the future, who knows, he may return as a manager. But for the time being, he is happy. The other sort of names in the frame who've been linked with the job, Didier Deschamps, very, very interesting. What a fantastic job he's done at France. He's been there for 14 years, but he's leaving after this World Cup. Mauricio Pochettino as well, who's been linked with the Real Madrid job on numerous occasions before, most notably when he got Spurs to the Champions League final. He's had a contract with the USA after the World Cup. Could they go back in for him? And also Lionel Scaloni, who's won the World Cup with Argentina. He still lives in Spain. He's played in Spain. He has worked as an assistant, I think, in Spain, but he's never managed the club. So I think that would be a bit of a risk. At the moment, though, it looks like all roads for Real Madrid are going to lead to Jose Mourinho.
That is absolutely
I know you won't be happy, but a lot of Real Madrid fans will be happy.
Will they?
Florentino Perez will be happy.
Wow. Kaveh Solokol, our chief correspondent, with that bombshell news. All right, thank you, Kaveh.